Today in Roast Kakhana with Figaro olive oil, I'm going to be showing you how to make a North Indian style black-eyed beans curry. There are two ways that I've learned it. One is cooking it in tomato puree and the other is actually adding milk to the tomato puree masala. Today I'm not going to add milk, I'm just going to cook it the way it's supposed to be done. So let me just start. So I have some vegetables with me, which is ginger, garlic and green chilies that I'm going to sort of finely chop and then cook it in my pan. Just roughly chop them. Okay, now the green chilies, and that's my ginger. You can either grate it or even grind it. And that's my garlic cloves. So we have the ginger, garlic, green chili and onions. What I'm going to do now is to cook it in the pan until it's nice and soft, and then add all the spices and masalas. Now to start making this dish, I'm going to add in some olive oil into the pan, add in some cumin seeds and add in some cinnamon sticks. Adds a lot of flavor when you add this to the oil, right? Just give it a light stir so that the flavors of cinnamon sort of get into the oil. And I'm going to add in the chopped onion, ginger, garlic, and we're going to saute it until it softens. Okay, we don't want the crunch, we want it to soften nicely and form a gravy in the Lobia Masala. Cooking in olive oil for dal and sabzis adds a really healthy twist to our diet because olive oil is rich in vitamin E and omega-3 and a lot of healthy antioxidants that are good for our body. It's really a good idea to start using it for everyday cooking, you know. Notice the onions are softened, it's changed color and lightly pinkish. I don't want it to caramelize, I just want them to soften. At this stage, I'm going to add in the tomato puree that I have. Okay, stir it in. Keep the heat to low so it doesn't splash all over the place. And to this, I'm going to add in the salt. I already cooked the lobia with some salt, so just watch out. If you do that, then ensure that you add just a bit of salt. Turmeric powder, a pinch of red chili, like a little bit of spice, some coriander powder. Okay, coriander powder is a great ingredient. It not only adds flavor, but also helps thicken a dish. Okay, and then the garam masala powder, and then the lobia. Lobia takes very little time to cook. It's black-eyed beans or lobia, or they call it different names, karamani in South India, right? And I just soaked it for about half an hour in warm water and pressure cooked it with a little bit of salt for about 10 minutes. That's it. So 3 to 4 whistles on high heat and and turn the heat to low, and I cooked it for another 3 to 4 minutes, and that's it. And the lobia was cooked. So now this will require a little bit of simmering because all the spices that we added, the onion and the ginger and garlic, you want the flavors to go into the lobia. And lobia is actually a very light bean. It absorbs everything really quickly. So in another 2 to 3 minutes, I'll cover the pan and our dish will be ready. It's been boiling for about 3 to 4 minutes. Notice those bubbles and the rich gravy color that's coming in. I like this. You can already smell the good flavors from the spices. The last thing that I always like to add is a twist, which is jaggery. I'm going to sort of crumple the jaggery and add it. I love adding sweet to all my dishes, just a little bit of it. I like that sweet and spicy taste. And lobia especially tastes very nice. And if you wish to this, you can add some milk, okay, to lighten the gravy, or a little bit of cream, or dahi maybe, right? So just go ahead and experiment, and now we're ready to plate it. I can't wait to taste it. Yum. Well, I say that to all the dishes that I cook. I love my cooking, you know. So I'm just going to sort of plate it now, and I have some paneer, Kashmiri style, cooked in milk gravy in the bowl below, and some lobia masala, and some fulka roti that I've made. and some sliced carrots and pickled onions. Now, isn't that you call a perfect dinner or a lunch? Well, it's simple to make, it's really quick. You must give this recipe a try. And we're going to be coming up with more such rose kakana recipes with Figaro olive oil. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.